What's up? This is your buddy Alertwolf here to bring you another anime review. This time I'm doing it on Hunter x Hunter, episode 81, The Fight Begins. Now, this episode really doesn't need a synopsis. It doesn't need me to summarize it so much because it's a straightforward episode. So I could review the thing I could give you the story in 2 seconds. Kite and the rest of them start searching for the ants. They find Ramut, I believe that's his name. Or first they find the horses that Ramut slaughtered because he's part bird and he's gonna eat them later. And then they fight, and then a cult takes him away, and the cult side of the episode is he's noticing more and more craziness out of the ranks and stuff like that. So really the summary is not that important, but let me just get into the fight. And I'll break it down to the fight, and then I'll break it down to the ant stuff. Now, the fight. So, as I was saying, they walk into the field, they find the horses. Gon picks it out that this is similar to the way a certain bird kills, and all the townspeople are pretty much dead and all of this, and they encounter Ramut, who Colt had just went off to find because he wanted to get him in line. Now, Colt is watching the fight, and they end up fighting. First, he wants to fight the strongest, which appears to be Kite. So he goes right for Kite. Kite dodges, hits the boys, and Kite goes, "I'm not gonna fight. You two take him out. If you can't beat him, you gotta go home because it's too dangerous for you." And he's like, we'll take him." And so the boys go in, and this scene where the 2 boys power up is akin to, I don't know if you guys are Dragon Ball Z fans, but I am. Remember the Frieza saga when it was Vegeta, Gohan, and Krillin versus the Ginyu, and Vegeta's like, "You boys take Giro, whatever whatever the fat frog thing that could freeze time was." And they went all in and went, and let their energy soar and scared people like, "Oh shit, these guys are strong." I had that feeling, and I'm not gonna lie, that was one of my favorite moments in all of Dragon Ball Z. Like, just one of those niche moments, especially from the Frieza saga, and it always stuck out, that moment when they went badass. And you got that moment here. The boys fight, but they're a little slightly overmatched. Not by much though. Because he's getting hits in on them, but they're still bouncing around and fighting back. And he's like, their strength like doubled or tripled. And as they were fighting, the boys got to try out their super moves on him. Killua used his electric attack and hit him with some lightning, and which surprised Kai. Kai wasn't expecting that type of move out of him, and that hurt. Then Gon hit him with his rock paper rock fist, and he was still alive. And they were surprised that he was still alive. But then before they could finish him off, Colt swooped in and saved him. The boys end up feeling bad. And by the way, how badass was that combination of hits? Sorry I keep rubbing my nose. Got the allergies going, a little sick. But was so badass. So badass. And again, they felt bad because Colt took him away. Now, Kai took out of this, what a smart commander, letting his subordinate fight to gauge the strengths of their enemies before figuring out what to do, and the retreat was the right move. Now, Kite ends up telling them, because they feel bad because they didn't beat him, that you guys got the talent, you got the skill, you just need the experience now. And this is what this battle will give you now. You'll gain the experience necessary to become great hunters and great warriors. So, that's what they're doing. Um, now that fight was so good. Just it was that first little glimpse of things to come. Now I'll get into the Ant side of the story. Now, for the Ant side of the story, Colt side of the story, he basically, he's stalking, he's strategizing. Queen's hungry, she wants more food. And they have to go in on the whole concept of they find out from some that he finds out from that female scorpion general chick that there is, because they wanted to double the supply from 50 to 100 humans a day, and that's a lot of humans, that there are there's special rare humans that are worth 1,000 humans or 10,000 humans, being Puka or Pookie in the hunters. So now they have to start looking for the life energy humans, and that's why he's like, all right, we need to get on this. And the only one they wanted to increase the ranks, but they thought that was a mistake. And he goes, that's why I'm gonna go get my subordinate in line, and he does. That's why he goes to get Rama. And by the way, these names, bro, are taking me back to my Guyver days. They just sound like Ramak and Ramaks, Ramojis. They sound like Guyver villain names. I'm just saying. And some of them look a little Guyver villain-like, but except for a little more cartoony. So then, when taking him back from the battlefield, he was messed up. By the way, Ramat, he was fucked up, like really, like in a lot of pain. And basically, if he makes it through the night, he'll live. But these ants are very durable. Now, he was saying that he was going to kill them, and he's like, yeah, I'll let you kill them, but you can't eat them. Those are for the queen. Those are rare humans for the queen, who's nourishing the king. And he's like, no, I don't care. Blah, blah, blah. I will get my revenge. I'm going to kill them. I'm going to eat them. I'm going to rip them to shreds. And he goes, no, you're not. Now you're under my command. He goes, I'll just transfer out to one of the other squads. You're the only... And then he tells him, you're the only squad that gives a shit and is this loyal. All the other squads enjoy hunting. And then he listens. All right, and then he tells him who specifically the general is, and so Colt goes there, and it's like a tiger dude, and he's like, yeah, I can hunt humans. There's plenty of humans for people. And he goes, like, please, like, cut it out, like, who cares? And because they're not as loyal as he is to the queen. And then he's like, listen, have you heard about the rare humans? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I've seen some. He goes, but promise me if you hunt rare humans, they go to the queen. Oh, it's a deal. Of course, it's a deal. It's totally a deal. He walks away. He goes, what a naive idiot. That's a deal. We're going to kill these dudes and eat them ourselves. And that sets up, obviously, the next people that are going to take on Kite, Killua, and Gon. Now, the episode pretty much ends with them finding, like, the remnants of MGL security all dead, and, and the drug fields and all that. And that's pretty much how it ends with them at night. And the next episode, I believe, is called Kite and Slots. And according to the preview, we get to see Kite fighting along with everybody else. So that's going to be pretty good. What am I going to rate this episode? I'm going to rate it. It's going to go 3.5, 4. You know what? I'm going to go 4. Let's go 4. Excuse me. Sorry. You know what? Nah, it's not a 4. It's a 3.5. It's a 3.5. There was some action, some story. It was really fun. It was good. We got to see the boys go all out briefly, and they're gonna have to get stronger or better, because they're gonna need to be. He was just a soldier ant. He was just like a lieutenant. They're gonna need to take out these captains. We're gonna go Bleach strategy on this, and not to mention if we equate them to Bleach, right? That was a lieutenant they fought, right? There's the captains. Then there's the Royal Court Guard squad that is yet to reveal themselves, which the queen said she named. And then there's the king, who's being grown as we speak. So, for them to take these guys out, they gotta step the game up a little bit. But I love watching them fight. I'm loving this whole arc. It's so good. So click it up if you like it, comment if you must, and please, please, please subscribe if you can. And this is your buddy Alertwolf signing out.